how many people does this sound familiar to you? You started working out a few years ago and you stuck at it for like a solid 4 months. And then after that, you get unmotivated, you're not happy with it's getting tough, you're not happy with the amount of change you're seeing, starting to slow down. You no longer get them newbie games. So you think, this sucks this, and you stop doing it. That happened to me. Over 2 years ago, I went for about a solid 6 months. I was doing really good. I was only 16, and I was like normal, like standard stance, over under grip, deadlifting, 140 kg. Best out of all my mates. I was really, really proud when I got that, but I stopped after about 4 months, and so now 2 years later after that, I've lost quite a lot of the muscle mass I've got, but I've managed to retain it with doing rugby over the time, but now I've got a lot more body fat, which I'm not happy with. But I'm thinking, for them 2 years, what would happen if I stuck with it, and where would I be at now? Now I feel a big level of regret for not sticking with the gym, because I think, well, I'm still losing the body fat now, and I still got loads of muscle to gain. If I kept at it for these extra 2 years, I'd be swole as fuck by now, and man, I'd be so much happier. And so that's got me thinking about this video, which is why I'm making it now. Sadly, this trend is a thing that happens to a lot of people. They start something, it's really good, it's really fun, start doing it, but then once they get like at the bottom of the Dunning-Kruger curve, when they realize how much they don't know and can't do, I personally get super demotivated by that. I'm just like, oh, fuck this, man. I get incredibly put down by the thought of having to work at something for like years before getting to the point I'm at. I'm thinking, I don't want to do this, but I should think, the years are going to pass anyway. I might as well do something that's really productive while I'm doing it. So, yeah. However, what you need to do is you have to understand when it gets hard and you want to quit, that is the most important time to not. You have to keep going, because there's one thing is sure in life: everything changes. Nothing's going to stay the same. So eventually it'll get better, and you'll get better after it. All the rewards that you want, all the good changes in your life, come after you go through the hard time where you're frustrated, you're not improving. After the plateau, you start improving again. And not many people manage to keep going after they've plateaued. But if you do, that's how you become a master, the best in the field of whatever you want to do. So now when I feel something's getting hard, I have to tell myself to keep moving forward. And that is like a compass for life. When you're doing something and it gets hard, you need to focus on it and need a breakthrough. That is very crucial to understand. Otherwise, you'll come to regret it in later years. When, for example, for me, I've always tried to draw. Another thing I suck at, that I try to get good at. But seeing the massive amount of, perspective, anatomy, all this shit, I'm like, my God, this is like, I'm losing hair over this, man. So I don't do it. And now, every now and then, every 6 months or so, I see a cool artwork and I'm thinking, that could have been me. And then I'm just filled with like this regret, and it's not a good thing to have. And it's what I'm trying to stop you from getting. This, however, is a good thing. Also means when you work hard for the hard times and you get through them to the better times, your the return of the work you put in is twofold. Because if you stopped when it got hard, you're likely to feel regret later years. But if you keep working hard, that regret is then gone, and then you have gratitude for you doing it. That you're proud. You're very thankful that the past you went through all those harder times. And so that's like a comparison between how unhappy you are after not doing it and how happy you are after doing it. You've went from sad to 2 jumps to no, you're not feeling normal after doing it now. You're now feeling happy. You've got a far bigger increase in happiness after getting through the hard times. It's a very worth it thing. Lastly, one thing I want to cover is, and I've seen a lot of this in self-improvement channels, they talk about, you don't always work hard, you have to take breaks, toxic hustle culture, don't work too hard. And frankly, when I hear this, I think a lot of I don't follow this because I'm still at the beginning. I'm not nowhere near disciplined enough for this. But as advice for people, what I'd say is, if you are overworking, if it's like taking a detriment to your mental and physical health, you're working like an idiot. You need to understand that taking adequate rest, working, eating clean, eating good foods, all of that is a part of the hard work. That is hard work, and that comes into it. You need for hard work. What I would suggest is 4 hours a day of like whatever extra work you want to do. That's you're going to take to your feet. That's going to take you to the future you want. 4 hours a day, intense hard work. No distractions. Nothing. After that, rest, eat clean. That's my general advice. But at least in my opinion, hustle culture is just it's an excuse for people who don't want to work as hard as they know they could.